This slide won't mean a lot to you if you're not familiar with this industry. But in corporate America, we know that every benefit that we get in companies is just going down and down. And as the owner of a company, I can tell you that sometimes we have to do that, and we don't want to. But you're just looking at your balance sheet and you say, I just don't know what to do, and so you end up having to cut a little benefit here, you're taking a little bit from retirement here, because you're just trying to balance it with all of the mandates that are coming on us from the government. And it's very intimidating and discouraging at times. And in this industry, there is no such thing as a longevity bonus. And so what this is, we call it Kyani Care Loyalty Bonus. I like to call it a longevity bonus, because what it means is every purchase that you make, every purchase that's done within your team, you get a point. Not just one, but different levels of points for every purchase. So for your own, you might get a few hundred. But when you combine your team, you might be getting thousands every month. When you get a huge team like Mike Akagi has here, you probably have hundreds of thousands of points every month coming into an account. And that will just accumulate and accumulate and accumulate. And by the time you've been in Kyani for 5 years, and when you are over 60 years old, you are going to be able to, with one phone call to our customer service, say, I'm ready to check in. Not check out, but check in. I'm ready to put the chips in and I want cashed out. And so what you're going to do is you will send all your points in to corporate. Well, we're keeping track, but we will take those points and we will convert those to dollars, divide that by 60, because that's one payment a month for 5 years, and we will send you that every month for the remaining 5 years. So it's not a retirement plan, because no one ever wants to retire from Kyani. It's far too much fun and you make way too much money. But it's a longevity bonus. So once you've been in 5 years, you're over the year 60 years old, you're able to convert that to a monthly payment that will pay you for the next 5 years. But what we've calculated, because I love numbers and I like to calculate things and I love things that work, by the time you've paid out or received all 60 of those payments, because your Kyani business is continuing to grow, your banked is the term that we use, your banked amount of points is going to have grown substantially again, and you can cash those in again and receive those payments for another 5 years. And you can repeat this and repeat this and repeat this as long as you live. And since you're taking Kyani, that's going to be a long time. So what's the significance of that bonus? I don't expect you to understand it perfectly, but it is an industry first. It has never been done before. It hasn't been duplicated by anybody else. But if you just sit back and think about that, and on your drive home today, you think about that, that is the epitome of Kyani. It is a physical representation that Kyani is different, that we care, that it is about family, that when you join Kyani and you embrace Kyani, you become part of the Kyani family. There is Ohana, and we care about you, and we're going to strive to provide you the best tools, the best compensation plan, the best training, the best incentive trips, the best cash bonuses, the best car programs, the best, including a longevity bonus that maybe as you get older and you want to really soak in those golden years and you're traveling a little more, you've probably turned your Kyani business over to your children, and as you're traveling, we want to make sure you keep getting that monthly check. And there's so many beautiful things about this. This check belongs to you. It's a personal bonus. It belongs to you and your spouse and to your estate. So even when you pass away, your spouse will receive this. If you and your spouse pass away at the same time, your estate will receive this. This is not a game. It is not something that we've calculated so that we never have to pay it out. When you earn it, you will receive it. That is guaranteed. If you don't receive it, your spouse will. If they don't, your estate will. This is a bonus that becomes yours. And so, again, just a small focal point of Kyani, but it shows you that we care, that you're in the right place when you're in Team Aloha and you're in Kyani. So we are going to have a training here in just a few minutes. Before that, I'm going to turn it over to Mike Akagi. Not quite yet, Mike. Mike, when you have the mic, you can do it, right? So anyway, I love Team Aloha, and it all started with Mike Akagi. And so for anyone who's a distributor here already, you know who Mike is. I mean, Mike is the heart and soul. He's the heartbeat of Team Aloha, and that is fantastic. And he's going to come up and he's going to conclude this short section of this evening tonight. But I want to make an invitation. I've traveled over from Idaho. I've brought my beautiful wife, Rebecca, with me. We've had a wonderful time on the island. I have had to pull her away from we have 6 children at home, 2 are married, 1 just announced she's going to have a baby. We just found out yesterday it's going to be a boy. So we're here with Team Aloha. We're having a great time. We're going to do a training after this, and if you're a guest, I would highly recommend that you stick around, that you join us, because you're going to learn a lot from these great leaders. You're going to have the chance to have me talk a little bit about the history of Kyani, also where we're going with Kyani, and just help you see the vision that I have of what this company is going to do and the effect it'll have on all those people who join that Kyani family. So it's going to definitely be worth your while to stick around, stay around. It's going to be worthwhile, and my wife's going to speak, and that doesn't happen very often. So I don't know if you guys are all that excited about that, but I'm going to be down there taking notes because I have a lot to learn. She's telling me that all the time. So anyway, I'll turn the time over to Mike. Thank you.